Welcome to the Pop Confessionals, where we are exploring, venturing into, analyzing, dissecting, whatever you want to use. Um, really going into pop and pop culture, music, TV, movies, really trying to dive into the art of the genre. And today, I am here with my trusty old pal, Bodie Licious. How are you doing, Bodie?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. One of the reasons I'm doing so great is because we are exploring what today?
Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. We are on the final episode of the third season. So this is going to be episode 10. We've actually been doing the Bates Motel this whole time. We didn't just decide to jump in at 310. But we have not been doing the podcasts, and I really have fallen in love with this show. This show has become one of my favorite shows of all time. The writing, the acting, the storytelling, all of it. The actors are just amazing. They picked some fantastic actors for this. But it's all because Bodhi said, "Hey, I really want you to watch this show. I'm in love with it. It's one of my favorites. I want you to see it." And after beating me down for a while, I finally gave in and saw it, and I am very thankful for that. Um, but Bodhi is how do I say this? He's not a quote unquote horror fan. Every dating app you go into, every biography you see of somebody, they're always a horror fan. But if you want to know true horror, if you want to get into the nitty gritty, the old school, the new school, if you want to get into all of that, Bodhi's your man. And he loves Psycho. He absolutely loves Psycho. What was it about Psycho that drew you to it so much?
If we're talking about Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho specifically, it's mainly the mother-son dynamic, the whole family trauma
Hmm.
happening.
Is it something that was very close to life with you? Is it
It was something very close to home.
yeah?
Yes.
Did you try to have sex with your mother?
I wouldn't say that, no, but
Okay, good, good, good,
there
good.
were a lot of similar themes. So,
Okay, because at this point, after Nor, if I don't know if y'all have seen all of this, but hopefully you have if you're listening to this podcast. Um, Norma told him, "Oh, if you see my breast from time to time and it arouses you, it's okay." No, it's not. It's not okay. The first time or two, what is this? What's happening to me? I feel so weird. Then you're supposed to realize, oh, I'm not supposed to feel that weird. Okay, let me not let myself get that weird. Not from time to time you're going to see my titties and it'll be okay. That's not okay. Just saying that.
it's not.
If, just a public broadcast system, PBS.
We're also digging into the book
Yes.
at some point, which is going to be exciting. We might also be
And it had a
at
disappointing
Psycho
cover.
3. Is it?
The the book had that disappointing cover. It's really pretty. I think it's really gorgeous. It's what I wanted from the visual outside standpoint. But when you get it, first of all, Psycho's a small book. Like I didn't realize it was going to be so thin. But secondly, the outer cover just basically comes off. It's just a book cover. And you take it off, and yes, the inside does look like the kitchen or the shower tile, but all the rest of it just comes off. I'm like, what happens when that gets worn down?
Right.
It's shitty.
It
But I
is.
only paid like
At
$17
least,
for it. So,
at least it's a hardcover,
yes, thank God.
more durable.
Hardcovers are hard to come by. Okay, so we're going to. I stopped it before we gave the outro into it. We're gonna do um, season 3, episode 10 of Bates Motel. Um, what is it that you're excited? Because, but he's already seen this. So, what are you excited to see that you can say without giving anything away to me?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of don't remember the aftermath of this season or the
Okay,
aftermath.
is this one a cliffhanger? Because you know these last two haven't really been cliffhangers per se.
Yes, I think they definitely have a cliffhanger.
They do have a cliffhanger. Season 4, season
Yeah.
3 into season 3 into season 4.
I'm assuming there has to be some sort of cliffhanger. There always is.
No, there isn't. In season 2, there wasn't a cliffhanger into 3. All he did was look up at the camera. That's not a cliffhanger. That's
It's a
a,
development, but yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's a psychotic break.
I can't remember. Was
I
it
like a cliffhanger. I like something to make you really want to, tune in and look forward to it and getting just all summer over it. Of course, we don't really have the summers now in between because we only get 10 freaking episodes. But, I'm not bitter. We're down to 2-minute songs and 10 episode seasons, but that's the
amen to
way
that?
life goes.
What are you looking forward to in this season finale?
More Dylan, more Dylan. Please give me some more Dylan. Max Thoreau, however you say his last name. Oh, that man.
And
I could
Romero?
I could just watch him work on the house all day long. Romero, dear sweet Jesus. I was not a Romero fan the first couple of episodes. I just thought he was a little pretentious. I thought he was a little cocky. I thought, whatever. Um, but something has happened, especially season 2, season 3. I have fallen for Romero. He is just so sexy, so manly, so he could take charge, he could take care of things. When he took that guy and bashed his head into the bar, beautiful, just amazing, just beautiful. Not that I encourage violence, I'm just saying the way he went about doing it was just amazing. So I love Romero, I love Dylan. Those are my top two, um, for sure. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Romero throwing everybody under the bus in that town who's been a part of anything, how is that going to come back and affect him?
Yeah,
Because after all, he's been the sheriff of the town this whole time. He's been looking the other way a lot.
but he's done.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. So we're gonna jump into the show. No, you don't have to listen to us there the entire show. We're just gonna jump off into the show now. We'll put this on pause, and then when we're done, we'll come back and recap what our thoughts were about it. Um, so we will catch y'all in just a minute. All
Okay.
right, we are back. We just finished the episode. It is me, Patrick Scott, and Bodelicious. Yeah, hi.
Yes, hi. And Churchy with us too.
And Church, my rambunctious little gray cat that Bodie named Church after Pet Cemetery. So he came with a few flaws because of the name in the first place. Um, that was a good episode. I gave that episode. I don't know if y'all know about Serialized or Letterboxd. Some of y'all may be aware of Letterboxd, maybe not Serialized. It is a great platform. Serialized is like Letterboxd, but it does it for TV series or Netflix series and stuff like that. So if you're not on there, you should really sign up. I am not sponsored by them. I just really like their websites. So I gave the episode a 4.5 stars because I thought it was a really good episode and it showed a
Mhm.
lot of progression. Um, I was really surprised. Now, there are spoilers ahead because we are talking about that episode, just FYI. When he decided, oh, okay, well, let's just go ahead and kill Bradley. Oh, okay. We really escalated here, didn't we? What the hell
You
happened here?
you keep saying he killed Bradley, I think. Just
Norma
make it
Norma
clear.
killed Bradley, but Norma's still alive at this point, so you can't say Norma killed Bradley. Now, once Norma's dead, okay, Norma killed Bradley because that's the other person. But this is like Norma 2. There's already another Norma.
That's the thing, it was never really Norma. It's just a version of Norma. So they can coexist at the same time.
And can she get
In
another
his head.
dress? Can she get another dress? Can he get another dress that he's fascinated with? Because this blue thing, it's
No. It
cute, but
has it has to be Oedipus like.
God.
Oedipus-esque.
I still, to this day, um, stand by the fact that if I had been James, I would have asked the same question. However, if I had been James and been attacked like that by Norman, I would have whooped his ass because I wouldn't have been worried about being a therapist. Um, don't be putting your hands on my neck because you have an Oedipus issue. Um, I really enjoyed this episode. I really like Emma. You know that Emma is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
And I don't know if anybody else felt this, but I totally got um, I kind of understood where she was coming from. You know, she has spent her whole life with this lung disease, this lung disorder. She's had to be on oxygen her whole life and drag that thing around. It's become a part of who she is. She's not going to know how people are going to respond to her, react to her. Will they change? Will it be different? Will it not? And then there's the potential of she could reject the lungs and the transplant could not go well. And that's a good way of saying she could die, you know? So I understand that caution and that concern and that, true almost dread that she had. How were you feeling when you saw that scene? Did you feel for her on that, or did you feel like, well, you know, she's got her lung opportunity?
No, it's definitely a complicated issue. I can't say that I understand per se, but again, that's one of the best thing about this show. When it comes to writing, it's meant to be complex. Nothing is just as simple as woohoo, you get a lung transplant and all is well. You know, it's like it's part of you. It's part of her. Become part of her. She can't just move to the next chapter like that. So it's a transition. So yeah, I like the way they portrayed that. I thought it was deep.
It would be nice, if it could just be as simple as, she puts her $25,000 in the machine gives her a transplant, takes the old one off,
Mhm.
puts the new one on, and boom, everything's good.
Yeah.
But there is that fear of what if an infection sets in? What if the organ is rejected?
Yeah.
You know, what if life does change to a point where she wasn't expecting it? Um, there's a lot to be considered whenever you're going into something, I think, that serious.
Hmm.
Um, and I would also think, honestly, that somebody who has a handicap, if they no longer have that handicap, are the people who were there going to still be there, be as close, be as supportive, be as what have you, when that handicap is gone? And I imagine some people wouldn't be. I imagine some people crave the crave being needed, and if you no longer need them, then that craving is not being satiated. But I believe there are people who are there to help out solely because they want to help out and because you need it. And they could still be lifelong friends with somebody. But at the same time, you're no longer going to need that oxygen tank. It's going to open up a world of possibilities for her to do. And she can make all kinds of different friends and different groups and different affiliations. You know what I mean? It's not something that would only take away, but she would have so many opportunities to gain so many more friends.
Yeah, I agree. And ever since we've been introduced to Emma, this show, it's like her and her oxygen tank are inseparable. It's kind of part of her accessory, her
Yeah,
character. It would be kind of jarring to see her without it
yeah.
at some point, but that's progression, that's leveling up, that's a character. I don't know if it's necessarily a character arc, but she did change throughout the show. She did learn things, as any character would.
I really like that Emma was finally able to break through the family guard, the family wall a little bit. Maybe not completely, but she was there for the family dinner and all that.
Hmm.
Um, it was really nice to see and um, nice to be at, I'm sure. Like these people are real. Um,
Yeah.
but I think that it was great that she has that and that's that foot in the door with them. I think it's kind of tacky though to bounce from Norman to Dylan, but at the same time, who are we kidding? Her and Norman were never really together. I mean, it wasn't a pairing made in heaven or anything. Um, so we are going to do a season one and a season two and a season three revisit. We're not going to go watch all of them again, but we are going to talk about our thoughts throughout those seasons, just to get everybody caught up on where we're at. But we wanted to do the season finale for three and to four, because A, I wanted to see if there was a suspenseful cliffhanger, and B, I wanted to get kind of ready for this season four, which I keep getting told is such a fantastic season. So I'm looking forward to this season. I hope it doesn't let me down.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Um,
Um, what are you looking forward to the most about season four without giving any spoilers away?
I think just how crazy it gets.
Does it get much more
How
crazy?
oh if we're heading in the psycho direction, you better believe it's gonna get crazier than this. You can't just transition into d- which begs the question, what are you thinking? Because I remember you saying that, how are we just gonna transition into when I say psycho, I mean that time period in
Mm-hmm.
the film Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you still see it about to happen? Do you see the progression happening? Or are you
I
still like not getting it?
I am starting to see it because he's no longer having these completely separate psychotic break episodes. His blackouts are now starting to blend in with normal day life. So it's not as much of an episode as it is he's just going crazy.
Yeah.
And, he's having that mental break where reality and fantasy are becoming one thing.
Yeah.
And I can see now that transition into who he is in the Psycho movie. Um, but yeah, it was confusing to me for a while because I just kind of felt like in the Psycho movie, we never saw a distinguished separation between his craziness and his niceness, other than the fact that there
Hmm.
was such a distinct difference between the niceness and the not so niceness. Um, so I didn't understand how he was going to transition to that where it was just
Hmm.
so easy to do.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely going to be progression there and lead up, and season four is a big part of that. Season four not only gets crazy, but it also gets super emotional. So just get ready. We're about to, we're in the fourth season. Like by season two, well, by season one, you were already super attached. But by season two, you get extra invested in the characters, fully invested. It's like you're living with them. By season three, you're already, living with the characters. Season four, you're just part of them. And yeah, so season four and five is when you're really put to the test.
We become
So
one with
that's
the
how I would say it.
characters.
You become one with the characters. You just have to just have to wait and see.
I tell you, if I have to get intimate with these characters, I want Dylan. Um,
Well, we all want it.
no, you do not ruin a man's fantasy world.
Well, speaking of, let's back up here before we jump to the next season. Can we talk about your other man,
Who, Romero?
Romero, and what he did in this episode? And because we didn't really cover that, did we?
We didn't, and I'm still confused as to where Romero stands. Um,
I think you know where he's.
I'm glad he got rid of Bob Price. That was his name, right? Bob Price.
No, you're
Um,
confusing Stuart Price. Bob
Bob
Paris.
Paris. Bob Paris. Bob Paris. I'm glad he got rid of Bob Paris. I just feel like anytime Romero, me and Alex go way back, we're on the same basis. But anytime me and Romero, no, um, anytime I see him do something that has the slightest tint of negativity or bad consequences or whatever, I'm just so like disappointed and gut struck and all that. And then something happens, and I was so wrong for even thinking that in the first place. So I know that him killing Paris,
Paris.
Bob Paris, um, is probably going to be okay somehow. But I just didn't want him to stoop to that level.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say why he did it. You know why he did it, right?
Because he wanted to
Because
kill Bob Paris.
no, that wasn't all of the reason. He did that last minute. He could have done that earlier. Why did he wait?
To
It's
make it look
Norma.
like he was. Oh, because he attacked Norma.
Because Norma's life is threatened, and
He's
obviously
looking out for Norma.
this season has been building up their chemistry. Now has
Yeah,
it?
it really has. It really
Um,
has.
we didn't cover this obviously because it was in a earlier episode of the season, but there's this episode where Romero gets drunk and Norma takes him to the motel. Wait,
It's so
no, I don't think
hot.
he was. Was
It's
he
so hot.
drunk or was he
He
medicated?
was
I couldn't remember.
he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk and she takes him to the motel and they almost kiss and
What does he
just
say to her?
before when she leaves.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I think he says oh, I think she says that you're gonna hate this
No, no, what
when
did
you
he
get
say
sober.
to her? He said she was beautiful or something.
Oh yeah, he definitely says
He was
something
like,
like
"You were
that. I
so
forgot the exact
beautiful."
words. Oh yeah, definitely.
And she goes, "Oh, you are so gonna regret that tomorrow."
Exactly. Yeah.
You are.
And he's like, yeah, probably.
And then he
So
shows
he
up
knows
for
it.
the family dinner, like, and stayed, and it was all fine and calm, cool, collected. Even Gary Busey was there. You know what I mean? Like it was a full house. I'm glad she made enough food for everybody. At my house, there would not be enough food. Just letting you know, it would all be gone. I only cook enough for me. So don't. You can call me ahead of time. I'll be happy to throw in another meal in the microwave or something. But
For anyone who doesn't know, Gary Busey is what
old and ugly,
okay, I brain farted here for a second.
old
Um
and ugly.
Caleb, no. Caleb is Gary Busey, or is at least what Patrick refers to, how Patrick refers to him as Gary Busey for
I
some
mean, come on,
reason.
people. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, tell me, does he not look like a young Gary Busey? He
He could
really
belong to
does.
the Busey family, but
He really does.
again, you mainly said that because he was ugly.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's an ugly man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's not my taste. He is not
But
my
he
taste.
but he's your boy's father. He's Dylan's father.
Oh,
The casting there was, some people say spot on. Some
Max
people like Patrick
Thoreau.
say,
Mm, mm. I just can't see. And Bodie has made me look at this picture of Max Thoreau, and he is like a more recent picture where he looks like an Alaskan mountain man. And it has just really disappointed me. So I'm hoping that's AI or that he comes out of that phase or something.
you wish.
Either that or just come work on my house.
Mhm.
Just come work on my house. I just need a husband who can work at my house. I
So
want to
yeah, that was
pilot. I want to pilot so they're out of the city, out of the area for 3 or 4 nights a week. It's a really good compromise. What did we say? Compromise. Oh,
willingness to compromise.
okay. So look forward
Um,
to the recaps we're gonna do because those will be fun if I can remember anything for them. What else we got coming up? We're,
podcast wise,
we're gonna do. Are we doing Janet? Have we decided that one? We're doing something this week.
Janet
Because th-
Jackson,
yes, because then this
we're doing
weekend
Adam
is Adam
Lambert.
Lambert. We're trying to figure out if there's somebody in between the two. I don't guess we came to a resolution.
There's either Janet Jackson or Tori Amos. That's all I
Oh,
can
we've
say.
got the Tori Amos to do.
But it all depends on when this episode comes out anyway.
True that. Oh, what just went away?
Not me, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I think I had something shared and Discord said, "Oops, it's been too long," and shared it. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so we are going to come back at y'all when we see the next Bates Motel. Give you our thoughts before and after, like we did today. And we'll try to keep that going for the rest of this show. There are a couple of other shows that we're thinking about doing this with. White Lotus would be one of them, so let us know if you would like to hear them or see that, or I don't know how you say that here on a podcast, but um, and then the other one I'm kind of torn on is Overcompensating because Overcompensating 2 is supposed to be out this fall, so I really want to do that. I think it would be hilarious to do. But I don't know. Me and Benny may not want to, have our business all out there. Um,
How
so,
about you and Dylan?
oh, me and Dylan don't care. You know what I mean? People can talk about this all day
Yeah,
long.
he's in Alaska, climbing
Oh,
mountains.
no, not while he's Alaskan Thunder, whatever. Um,
He's Thor's brother. He's a Hemsworth
oh,
now.
if he really was a Hemsworth, damn.
Just put
Okay.
some Australian sauce into that mix.
Ooh, Australian sauce. That just sounds so. That sounds like we
Dirty.
can. That sounds like we cannot allow kids to listen to this show. Um,
From the way you're talking about him, yeah.
So we are going to catch y'all on the next one. We appreciate everybody's support. We appreciate everybody listening, all six of us. We are a united front. So thank you, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.